Hello children, welcome to online classes. I hope all of you are fine and safe at home. Myself Yashodhara, CRT in English, KGBV, Gutti, Anantapuram district. Today we are discussing about 10th class unit 1, A reading, attitude is altitude, continuation of the last class. In the last class, we ended the session with assignment. I hope all of you completed your assignments and sent to your teachers in WhatsApp groups. Let's come to the topic. When I was 13, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others, said Nick. You know already, when Nick was 8 years, he was deeply depressed and at the age of 10 he committed suicide. Fortunately, it was unsuccessful. When he was 13 years old, Nick read a newspaper article. Can you just imagine what was in that article? He read about the story of a disabled man. There was a man who was disabled like Nick only, who had managed to achieve great things and help others and successful in his life. This article inspired, encouraged and motivated Nick. I realized why God had made us like this, to give hope to others. It was no inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. Inspired by this article, he finally realized why God had made him like this. Then he thinking that there was a purpose that God had made him like that. What was that purpose? Can you guess? Yes, the purpose is to inspire others, to encourage others, to tell others that nothing is impossible in this world. I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. This means whatever the God had given you, take it as a strength, not focus on what God had not given. For example, if you don't have money, don't look the person who have money. Look at the person who is a beggar. And I looked at myself in the mirror and said, you know what the world is right that I have no arms and legs, but they will never take away the beauty of my eyes. I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. This means Nick always used to look in the mirror and used to say that world only sees that he don't have arms and legs, but used to believe that world can't criticize his beautiful eyes. He used to think that his eyes were very beautiful. So he started thinking about whatever good in me. I should concentrate on that. Next passage. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance. Means the challenges that God given you to strengthen your convictions. So in 1990, there was a great achievement for Nick. That was he won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year for his bravery. So after that, and once I was in a car and a girl at traffic lights was looking at me interestingly. She could only see my head, so I decided to do a 360-degree spin in the car seat to freak her out. Her face was like, oh, what is going on? She sped off really quickly, which means it is a funny thing in the lesson. Once he was driving in the car, so there was one car beside his car. In that car, there was a girl A girl who was sitting there, girl was very much inspired by Nick's beauty because being inside the car no one will be knowing that he don't have arms and legs. The girl only saw Nick's face. By seeing that, Nick taking adventure and very happy. Sorry, by seeing that Nick taking advantage and very happy. He decided to do a 360 degrees in the car seat to inspire her. The girl was admired. She was surprised and she was ooh and spread off quickly from there. It was very funny thing happened to Nick's life. And then next passage, Nick began traveling the world and in 2008 he went to Hawaii and met surfing master Bethany Hamilton who had her arm bitten off by a shark when she was 12. From the year 2008, Nick started traveling all across the world. He went to Hawaii and met surfing master Bethany Hamilton. From her, Nick learned surfing. Next passage. She was amazing, said Nick. She taught me how to surf and I was terrified at first. But once I got up there, it felt absolutely fantastic and I caught some waves pretty well. Nick quickly learned how to do the 360-degree spins on his board, a feat that got him on the cover of Surfer magazine within 48 hours. No one has ever done that in the history of surfing, he said. But I have a very low center of gravity, so I have got pretty good balance. So he learned surfing from Bethany Hamilton. He said that she was very amazing, wonderful lady, said Nick. Nick was very much inspired by her. She taught how to surf. At first, Nick was terrified to learn surfing, but finally, later, anyhow, he managed to learn surfing at a very nice way. He has visited different countries all over the world. The football fan is now a motivational speaker and has traveled to over 24 countries speaking to groups of up to 110,000 people. After the year 2008, as I have told you, to travel all over the world. So, he started visiting different countries. The football fan is now a motivational speaker. I think you know to whom we call a motivational speaker. The meaning of the motivational speaker is a one who inspires others by giving speeches. Next, come to the next passage. He moved to Los Angeles in 2007 and planned to continue to travel the world. In 2009, he visited South America and the Middle East. In 2008, Kenne Mayahara, a beautiful young girl whose mother was a Mexican and whose father was a Japanese, attended to a meeting where Nick was the guest speaker in Texas. Kenne was attracted to Nick's message. From that time, they were in touch with each other to share their ideas and giving hope to the needy, and they became close friends. Finally, they fell in love and their engagement happened in August 2011. Nick put the engagement ring on Kenneth's finger with his mouth and then said the most beautiful words every girl wants to hear coming out from her man's mouth. Baby, I love you. This means in this passage we get a little information about Nick's personal life. Nick and Kenny got married on February 12, 2012, and on February 13, 2013, they were blessed with the birth of a healthy baby boy with full body. So it tells Nick almost traveled 24 countries and gave speeches as a motivational speaker. He spoke the groups up to 110,000 people. It's a great count, isn't it? Then what happened? He moved to Los Angeles in 2007. In the beginning, I have told you he was born in Melbourne, Australia. Then he moved to Los Angeles. So, when he moved to Los Angeles, means after 2 or 3 years of starting traveling session, he planned to continue to travel the world. In 2009, he visited South America and the Middle East. Nick and Kenna wrote an inspirational book, Love Without Limits, together, and it was published in 2014. If I fail, I try again and again and again. If you fail, are you going to try again? The human spirit can handle much worse than we realize. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? Said Nick. Here we have to discuss about this passage deeply. Then what Nick used to say, if I fail, I try again and try again. If you fail, are you going to try again? Okay, obviously you are going to try again. And I must say that you must try again, because you will get success only when you will meet with the failures. Our talents are the one that we don't realize. We don't know how much talent we are having. It is hidden inside. So what we do need is we need to take it out. We need to get inspired by the persons like Nick, Sudha Chandran or Helen Keller and etc. I tell people to keep on getting up when they fall and to always love themselves. He said, if I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. No one will care how you are begun. No one will care how you are started. No one will care how many struggles you have came across. But the only thing the people focus is your finish. So, in this, take an example of tortoise and rabbit story. What will happen in the story? In the beginning of the rabbit was very good. He runs and runs and runs. At last, what happened? Because of his overconfidence, he will slept at some place, and who finished will be good? The tortoise finished. No one will care how tortoise won. Only we saw the winning moment. The only thing the people will care is finally you have finished good or not, finished strong or not. Nick always says love yourself. Nick's goal was to encourage at least one person in his life, then only he is think that his life is done. So, dear students, remember that no disability can stop you from achieving your goals. You just do whatever you want to do it by heart. This is an inspirational story about Nick Vujicic. Still, he is continuing his motivational speaking. Here is synonyms and antonyms for today's topic. All of you note it down. First of all, synonyms: imagine, assume, symbol, sign, adversity, difficulty, realized, persevered, inspirational, motivational, encourage, inspire, and the last one of the synonym is convictions, beliefs. Antonyms are convictions, doubt, bravery, cowardice, take away, give away, concentrate, distract, rare, common, cruel, kind, bitter, sore, much, many, drown, float, strength, compress, adversity, prosperity, guest, host. You know, children, that Nick went to Hawaii and met Bethany Hamilton. Both are disabled personalities and they succeed in their life. Nick learned surfing from Bethany Hamilton. Now, write a possible conversation between Nick and Bethany Hamilton when they met first time on your own words. Here are 3 passages for your assignment. First one is, the challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance. Read carefully and answer the following questions, children. First question is, what does strengthen mean? Second one, what does the phrasal verb run over means here? What does the word convictions mean here? What is the antonym of bravery? What does the word perseverance means? Next, second passage is, I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. Here you have 4 questions for this passage. First one is, who is the speaker? Second one, what does the speaker not have? Third one, write a synonym for the word thankful. Fourth one and last one, what attitude of the speaker do you find in the passage? And the last passage for your assignment is, and once I was in a car and a girl at traffic lights was looking at me interestingly. She could only see my head, so I decided to do a 360-degree spin in the car seat to freak her out. Her face was like, oh, what going on? She sped off really quickly. And the questions for the above passage. First one, why was the girl looking at him interestingly? Second one, what did Nick do to freak her out? Third one and the last one, what was the reaction of the girl? These are the assignments for today's topic. Think once and write to answer them on your own words. Thanks for watching. All the best, children.